abort mission, fail.
I don't know what to do.
What a bummer of a trip this turned out to be, huh, Guy?
It finally happened to us. It says DEF low, refill soon. If you look at the def gauge right here, it's almost full. Yeah, I think I need to schedule service with you guys. I've got a Nexus motorhome built on the MV chassis.
Yeah.
And I guess this is a known issue or a known problem, but on the dash, I've got some lights on, and it says DEF low, refill soon, but I've got over 3/4 of a tank of DEF.
Could need a QLS sensor. We would have to get in here. I'm assuming this has a small Cummins in it, correct?
Yeah, the 6.7.
Yep. We would have to check that out. I do believe they are no longer providing the updated ECM calibration for that. I believe we have to change the QLS and the heater control valve now, that sensor and that valve.
Okay.
Sometimes we have them in stock, sometimes we have to order them.
Okay. I do have the updated valve that's on top of the tank. I don't know if that matters.
Okay. Have you had the update done?
I have not.
And it hasn't had that update, huh? That's kind of odd. Usually, being it's 3 years old, it would have had that QLS update.
Yeah, has it not?
Yeah. We haven't had any problems out of it.
Does your gauge still work?
Yes.
Okay, see, that's weird. Usually when they fail, that gauge just goes 180.
Right, it just drops to empty.
Yeah.
If you can get us in there today, I'll bring it today. If you need it Monday, I'll bring it Monday. It's your call.
And I don't know what your situation is, but if you can drop it off.
Okay.
And that way I can work you in when I can.
This thing hasn't derated or went into limp mode or anything yet. Is that something I should potentially be worried about?
It could, because if you got something going on with that QLS sensor and it doesn't like the quality or doesn't like the level and it's thinking that you're too low, it will go into derate. So it's something you want to keep your eye on.
All right.
All right, sir.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, we'll see you. Take care.
See you. Well, we have to decide what we want to do because he said big thing is to get it in line.
Yeah.
To get it worked into getting in the shop. So I don't know if we should take it today and get it in line or take it Monday. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do either because I just reserved the site.
I don't know. I think our best bet is probably just get our stuff out of it, get it over there. That way it can get fixed. The sooner we get it there, the sooner we get it looked at.
I don't want it to derate either. I just don't know how long it generally takes to derate from this. Could we make it home and be fine?
Right now it just says the DEF is low. If it says the DEF is empty, then it's going to derate.
Yeah. Well, we made it pretty much all the way to our destination.
We're like 98% of the way there.
Yeah. So because we got that error message, default message, we decided to stop at a gas station and just call International, which you heard. So now we have to decide what to do.
I think I'm going to make the call to bail on the camping plans and just take this thing, get all of our stuff, get the stuff out of it that we need out of it, drop it off at the International dealer. That way they can get it in line because they don't take appointments or anything like that. It's kind of like an RV dealer in a way. Once you drop it off, that puts your spot in line.
Yeah.
And he said, we are very busy right now.
Yeah.
What I'm afraid of is derating. I know sometimes you get like 200 miles or whatever out of it, but I, at all costs, want to avoid a tow.
Yeah, we've had big rigs of ours that we've owned have to be towed, and for a very short tow, it was thousands of dollars.
A whole lot of money. I think our best bet at this point is head back towards the house, get our stuff out, take it to the dealer, drop it off, secure our place in line. Anybody that has these chassis knows, and I didn't necessarily this chassis, it's Cummins. It's a Cummins thing.
Yeah,
it's not international.
It's not Nexus.
It's Cummins.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Abort mission, fail, camp trip.
But follow along to see how this whole thing goes.
Yeah.
It is super busy here. There's one tow truck dropping something off. There's another tow truck dropping something off. I got all these trucks parked. There's us. Should go inside, drop off the keys.
Now we wait on puppies. What a bummer of a trip this turned out to be, huh, guy? Piper, no, girl.
What are you doing, Pipes?
She's coming.
She is. She don't care. She's like, are you mad? I need to calm you by sitting on you.
Plus, you have a window.
Oh,
look at how I see
Pipe,
it.
you can't sit on my chest. Sit down.
Put your butt down, girl.
Sit down.
Say,
Isn't cool? Oh, her leg's stuck in the seatbelt.
Oh, shit.
Good load, girl. This is not as big as the Wraith, clearly.
There we go.
It's done. Dropped it off. Did they give you any more further insight?
No, he just says that it might be midweek before they know anything.
Right.
And again, he said that they have to pull it in, diagnose it, contact Cummins, see if there's any warranty, which there should be, but they're not going to say there is or isn't until Cummins gives
Tells
them
them.
the official word. And they'll push it back out the door while they wait on parts, and the parts will come. They'll get it back in again, fix it, push it back out the door,
But
and then we come get it.
doing it this way, we did avoid a tow, potentially. There's no guarantee. We actually made it back, so you never know. We maybe could have made it.
At least we were fortunate enough that we drove it in.
Yeah.
If we continued to drive it, we might get another 100 miles, 200 miles. Who knows? You might cycle the key, and then it would be derated.
Yeah, that's what we didn't know was how many key cycles do we have.
Miles.
Yeah. So we just emptied out all of the things that, like our clothes and a couple of snacks that we wanted, and dropped it off. So now we get to
Just wait.
wait.
Play the waiting game.
Hurry up and wait. That's all we can do.
Oh, and he did say that at one time, because some of you may be familiar with this whole situation, Cummins was offering a software bypass,
Yep.
which would make the error go away, but like the DEF system would still operate or
Right.
still function. Cummins has stopped doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They no longer do the software patch on it, and they do not let the dealers stock the sensors that's in the DEF tank. That's most likely what the problem is. So no more software bypass, and dealers cannot stock the sensor. So what they have to do is once they determine that if that's the problem, then they open up a case with Cummins, and then Cummins then will approve for them to be sent the part.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I did tell the guy that because we carry a spare sensor. We have for a while now, since
Yes.
COVID.
For a very long time now.
And I told him, if you have a problem getting that sensor, I've got one. He says, we will absolutely keep that in mind if it gets you fixed faster.
Right. Which potentially could, depending on what is actually wrong with it. So, guess time will tell. Now we get to be apart from the Wraith, which feels really freaking weird.
I know, it's like a part of you is gone.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
so weird.
we use everything in there. So, like, I'll grab some spices. I'll grab something that we use the fridge all the time. And now it's like 7-10 miles away from the house now. So,
It could be worse.
yeah, Selking has always been very good to us, and hopefully that continues.
Stay tuned.
We are at International. That must mean one thing.
It's done. The Wraith has been here for a week. I mean, it was Friday of last week we dropped it off. It's Thursday. It's like going on 6 p.m.
Yeah.
It was as soon as we could get here. It was done earlier, but hey, we're here now.
It was done earlier today. It wasn't done earlier in the week. Yeah.
It was the QLS sensor in the DEF tank, and it was covered under warranty completely.
So all we had to do is come and get the keys.
Right, no expense out of our pocket. But we're gonna check on the refrigerator because it's been fully stocked.
Yeah.
And the Wraith's just been sitting here, and we have a 12-volt fridge. But remember, we got that beast of a battery from Red Odeo.
Yes.
And we've got 400 watts of solar panels on the roof. But we are a little bit over paneled because we have a 20 amp controller. So really we can only use about 270 to 280 watts or so of our solar, and then it tops out the controller.
I've missed the Wraith.
What do you think?
It's definitely toasty in here.
Is the fridge gonna be, yeah.
Oh, I for sure think the fridge is gonna be fine. It's been.
Think it's gonna be cold?
Yeah, it's gonna be it's been unusually sunny. So.
It is hot in here. It's 93.
Yeah, that's why I said it feels toasty.
93 degrees in here. I hear it running.
Oh no!
Oh, there goes your beer.
All the beer!
All right, here's the temperature of the fridge, 34 degrees.
That is perfect. Check the freezer.
Oh yeah.
Everything is ice cold, frozen.
Everything is rock solid.
I can hear it running too.
So let's check on how the solar is doing, because this has been like in the back of my mind all week, is like, how is the solar doing keeping the battery up and running? Because if you guys remember, down here is where we put our lithium battery from Red Odeo.
Yep.
Whoo, it is doing good. The yield today, 1.49 kilowatt hours. I've never seen it that high before.
Wow.
So we're currently pulling in 81 watts. Let's look at the history. Man, more today. 1.49 today so far. The day's not over. Yesterday, 1.3, then 930, 690. Oh,
whoa.
1.68. This is 5 days ago. 1.68 kilowatt hours in one day. And now if we tap on it, it gives you more information. So bulk charging, 10 hours, 13 minutes. Absorption, 2 hours and 3 minutes. And float, 42 minutes.
Wow.
So yes, the solar and that battery, I mean, they work together, kept our refrigerator going, kept the refrigerator cold.
Just off of the sun, because otherwise if we had the other fridge, I would have been tasked with emptying it so that we could turn it off. And it would have been like, oh, this is an opportunity to defrost. And I'm like, I hate that, so.
And I think that we're going to put some more solar on the roof and upgrade that controller, I think.
Yeah, I think that's on your to-do list,
I think,
or to-want list.
Stay tuned. We might even upgrade the battery.
Oh, that is also a possibility. And then what I want to do is I want to put it to the test. This was a good test for the fridge and stuff. I want to see what we can do on a trip. Let's make sure that fault and code are clear. Okay.
Shows the def level, and that light will clear after it checks itself. Let's see. Yep. We are in business.
Yay!
All better.
Now, we asked the gentleman here at Selking International if this was like a fix. And he said it's just the latest and greatest.
He says what, the 5th generation of the sensor?
Yes, latest and greatest, to be determined on if it'll be the fix. But we were lucky up to this point.
Right, and we have that spare sensor, and we're going to continue to carry that spare sensor.
That'll be very helpful. Like you said, if we're out and about, far away, can't get to Selking or a dealer or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, let's get home.
Let's go.
Previously, we installed a panel here and a solar panel there, each of them 200 watts. But we still got a little bit of real estate available up here and over here.